We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. It's Ring Wars, feeling the drought. Show up and show out. Ring Wars, Carolina. 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 RWC.
Welcome back to more Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds, ladies and gentlemen, an AIWF affiliate. This is our last event of the year, Family Appreciation Night. You see the entire roster now coming out of the dressing area. The vacant RWC Heavyweight Championship in the ring. Jonathan Darwin here with Stephen Hensley. There's supposedly going to be a big announcement for Dex Carter. I'm on absolute pins and needles for this one, Steve.
Yeah, everybody's waiting with anticipation here. A big opportunity for a lot of people, potentially.
And that's the key word, potentially.
Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of RWC, Dex
Well, here we go, John. It's announcement time.
Dex Carter, the one-man hype machine for Ring Wars Carolina. Everybody's excited. Fans and wrestlers alike. Dex Carter bringing them to life here.
Well, he's asking them to get on their feet, but a lot of them were already there.
Yeah, take a look at some of those fans in the front row. We see some signs out here. This is going to be a good one.
Welcome to Family Appreciation, where we, RWC, appreciate you all. Give yourselves a round of applause. I know you guys see each and one of these RWC superstars around the ring because tonight is a big moment. We have our vacant RWC Heavyweight Championship right here in this ring. And each one of these superstars would love to have it. You guys know, we don't just award things around here. Everyone has to earn it. And we, the RWC board and myself, we have come up with just the exact way to do that. And what we are calling it is the first ever Battle Zone match. So, how Battle Zone will work. Battle Zone will have 6 competitors from RWC. It will be a 30-minute match with a 30-minute time limit. 2 superstars will start this match. After every 5 minutes, a random superstar will join the match, and it will continue. In that 5 minutes, your objective in this match is to score the most points possible. How you do that? 2 ways, by pinfall or submission. So, Battle Zone will take place on our January 2024 show. So, tonight, how do we find out who those 6 men are?
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do tonight, here at Family Appreciation, we will have qualifier matches. each and every one of you to head back to the locker room and get ready. Because Battle Zone, it's going to be on one.
Well, Candy Bowl vibes there, Stephen, as nobody knows who will be wrestling anyone in those qualifying matches. So they better be on their toes and ready.
Well, Dex Carter keeping them on their toes.
This right here is the biggest prize. And everyone can
He's enjoying this a bit too much.
I don't think so. Very unique match developed here with Battle Zone. 30-minute time limit. 2 superstars will start off the match. Every 5 minutes, a new superstar comes out. You win based on points. You can only get a point by pinfall or submission.
But still so many question marks, and that's got to leave a lot of stress on the guys that are hoping to come out big, but still a huge opportunity.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hold on 1 second, sir. Can you come in for a second? Can you mind on me in this RWC ring, please?
Boss out, getting ready to have words with James Anthony.
I'm not entirely sure I like where this is going.
Last time we saw James Anthony in this ring, he kind of was on his back. You know, we're all about taking chances here, and James Anthony, school morning champion, is one of the best in that locker room. So, I want to give you the chance to be the first ever Battle Zone qualifier. You guys want to see James Anthony, right?
I mean, I do want to see that, but call me suspect.
So I wanna do that right now. Your match is right now.
Okay, so who's the opponent?
Your opponent. I totally forgot about opponents. So, here's your opponent, sir.
Anyone, Steve, it's going to be an interesting choice here. Dex Carter already knows who he's picked.
Okay.
Well, survey says business is about to pick up as Stone Cold Steve Harvey will be James Anthony's opponent.
What in the actual blue hell am I looking at here, bud?
You're looking at a 2022 Candy Bowl participant, Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this first matchup is scheduled for one fall. It is a Battle Zone qualifying match. Already in the ring, from Long Island, New York, weighing 160 pounds, is the school heavyweight champion, James Anthony, and his opponents from the Game Zone Network, winning at whatever the survey says, Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
Well, I don't remember engaging in psychotropic use this evening. However, I'm fairly certain, based on what I've read, that this is what a trip feels like.
Well, I don't know. Bell's getting this one underway. Steve, before we really call the action, I want to point out, Nightstick Eddie Brown is still at ringside for some reason, and I'm not sure why.
I mean, Nightstick, having been the owner of this company before, he may still feel invested in, he does have supporters. There are those of us, like me, who believe that life was better with him. And I want to point out something here that I noticed recently. I'm not an ego guy, you know that.
Really?
But I've noticed your name is bigger than my name in our graphic, and I don't appreciate that.
Well, talk to Dex Carter about it. I'm not in the graphics department.
Survey says can't trust that, man.
Oh, shame on you. 2 count only, though.
Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
Eats a drop kick from James Anthony.
I'm at a loss, bud. There are a myriad of opponents that I considered for this match when I was going over who could it be. I did not have Stone Cold Steve Harvey circled. It was nowhere on my card.
Okay, so think about this. Potential RWC heavyweight champion, Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
This is what happens when you walk out of your room and you let your kid go nuts on Creative Pro before you start the season.
Oh, will you stop with that nonsense? Good elbow drop by James Anthony. James Anthony, no stranger to gold either. Current School of Morton champion, former AIWF World Cruiserweight champion. Steve, we called a couple of those matches. And an RWC Triple Crown champion.
Well, James Anthony, he is a firmly established and accomplished professional athlete. I gotta wonder, if you're James Anthony right now, do you think maybe Dex Carter's having some fun with you?
Yeah, but you gotta put that nonsense aside and get Dex from not being rent-free in your head, going for a pin here, and focus on your opponent. There'll be plenty of time to guess the motives of Dex Carter later.
Well, James Anthony staying on top of him.
Oh, gets caught.
All right, some display of acumen here. That was a magnificent punch.
And another one there.
And Stone Cold Steve Harvey, you know, I'm going to look at this guy. He looks vaguely familiar, but I can't quite place my finger on where.
Yeah, I have the same notion, but what a Luthes press out of Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
Well, he's unloading on him, and he's stomping a relatively minor mud hole in him. It's kind of like a puddle, really.
Yeah. Is that a short joke towards James Anthony?
I would never make a short joke about James Anthony. I kind of resent you right now for even implying that. I'm sure he will as well.
Oh, lovely. I get to have words with James Anthony. The highlight of my evening.
Lucky devil.
Goes for the kick again, but misses. And three-quarters neck breaker there by SCSH. Going for a pin. Good ring awareness, though, by the School of Morton champion to grab the bottom rope and break up the pinfall.
Not quite the victory hoped for by the Garden Snake? Question mark?
That could be interesting. 2 count only. I will give credit to Stone Cold Steve Harvey here. He's staying on top
You're
of James.
being generous.
He's staying on top of James Anthony.
Well,
not giving
right
him,
about that.
Wait a minute, James Anthony.
Oh, he got him down low.
What a low blow by James Anthony. Referee out of position, but that follows it up with a super kick.
Survey says good night.
And James Anthony, first qualifier for the Battle Zone match. And James Anthony victorious. We now know who will be one of the 6 participants for that Battle Zone match. And James Anthony could be punching his ticket to become the new RWC heavyweight champion.
Well, James Anthony with a very scientific shortcut to victory today.
How is a low blow a scientific principle, Stephen?
Well, I'm excited to explain this one to you. Scientists have long posited the quickest way to get to a destination is a straight line, so it stands to reason the quickest route to victory is a shortcut. Make the line shorter.
Well, James Anthony has been known to take a shortcut or two. We'll be back with more Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds.
Still a big win.
Wow, we gonna show up. We came to wow. RWC.
The following Battle Zone qualifier match is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first.
Welcome back to more Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another Battle Zone qualifying match ready to go here for you.
Well, the inaugural Legends champion feeling himself today, but he is in a hell of a situation, as are all our competitors in these qualifying contests. Not a clue what they're up against. We have no idea. We have nothing on our note sheets. But you told me during the break that you have a little knowledge that you squirreled away and didn't tell me, you curmudgeon.
I do apologize because the run sheet is empty, except when you get to the bottom, the main event, Mickey Fulp, taking on Alex Bryant for the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Television Championship.
You're going to want to stick around for that, fans, as we await the announcement of who Christian Rayo's opponent will be in this contest. You're not squirreling that one away? You're not hiding that factoid?
No, not at all. And I will tell you for certain, one person is not. Me.
Wait a second, John. We know this music.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, Christian Rayo. He's got a lot of things going his way right now. He's a champion. He is in the best stride of his career, but he is going up. He's going up against Titan right now, and there's no understating how hard a task toppling that man is. Jonathan Darwin, let me ask you real quick. I know you're chomping at the bit to say something, you greedy bastard. When was the last time you saw this man lose a contest?
It's been a while. I mean, I can't think the last time he lost a one-on-one contest. I mean, the kid has been on a roll and a tear this year.
And you said kid right there. This guy's young. He's very young.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I still think back to that big elimination in the Golden Opportunity Rumble where he eliminated Aaron Biggs and Side Effects simultaneously.
And man, he's the kind of guy, he'll hype himself up however he needs to. You just saw him. He was ramming his own head in that turnbuckle, possibly with more force than his opponents ever have. And that's what he's doing to wake up for this. I mean, Christian Rayo, yeah, he's feeling himself. He's not deterred, but good luck, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, giving up 105 pounds here, Rayo's going to have to rely on some speed and ingenuity.
Well, he's got those in spades.
But he also has the kinesthetic tape on his arm. I mean, to me, that's a plus-minus thing. Yeah, it helps your muscles, but it also puts a bullseye on that area of your body.
Well, you are right about that.
Good upper body strength by Titan on display now.
Unsurprising, really. I mean, we knew that's the way that would go. You don't just run up to a guy like Titan. It's not sound strategy. It's been proven throughout history. Big old 300-plus pound man, you walk up to him, you're probably going to get shoved down.
Oh, yeah. But Rayo's going back to that well again and does get shoved down.
And the Legends champion right now, he's got to come up with a new strategy. I have to imagine, because he's no fool in there. Right now, it's kind of like watching a raptor test the fences. He's looking for a weakness. He's not going in there expecting to get the upper hand. He's trying to fill Titan out right now.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this, Steve. I can't believe it. I think he's going to go for it again.
Well, maybe he saw something.
Gets the side headlock and wrenches that in there. But Titan, well, I was going to say picks Rayo up and down, but the way that Rayo had his fingers interlaced there allows him to keep the side headlock on Titan.
Yeah, and he's got great positioning over the top of the head there. Any other guy, he could have pressed him down there, but that's not any other guy. That's Titan. And Titan, for everything Rayo had going for him, Titan has so much power, and you saw him shove him off into the ropes there. Yeah. Well, the story writes itself.
Yeah, Rayo going outside to regroup at this point. He's going to have to come up with a new plan.
Yeah, that's a fact. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And for once, you're right. It happens at least once this show.
Okay. Reminds me of that old Mike Tyson quote there. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
I mean, he was right then, and those words are still right today.
Yeah. Rayo needs to rely on speed when he comes back in. He cannot go pound for pound or toe for toe with this guy.
He's getting cornered right now, and that's a smart move rolling out of the way, and he ran in at him, and that's probably the best strategy you're going to come up with. Let the big guy come in at you, dive out of the way, and before he gets his wits about him on the turnaround, nail him. And still, again, he possibly stayed in there too long. You see the strength of Titan on display.
Yeah, Rayo needs to stick and move just to go maybe 2-3 strikes and fall back, because you see what Titan's doing over and over.
Well, he's having no problems falling back. Titan's happy to help him with that.
Oh, my, 325 going on Christian Rayo.
And Christian Rayo, he's feeling that. You can see it on his face. You can see it in the body language as the big man hooks him with that front face lock, turns him around, and slams him down to the mat.
Yeah, Titan feeling his oats at this point. Getting ready to come off. If he hits this one with the weight, but no one there.
And unfortunately for him, his own weight came into play as an enemy. You can't be that big and not hit your mark. It's going to take a lot out of you, and it did Christian Rayo an incredible favor as you see him dive in there with a shoulder tackle, lateral press.
But just like that, Titan throws Christian Rayo off like a little toy.
Well, I don't know about toy, but he did throw him off effortlessly, and you're right about that. John, you're having a banner day here.
Hey, it's the end of the year. I've used them all up, or at least banked them for now.
Yeah, you gotta use those things or they expire. It's like vacay time.
Exactly. Titan coming in with a head of steam and almost flattening Christian Rayo there. Irish whip off the ropes. If Titan can hit something big, yes, the clothesline.
Well, it's a big clothesline from a big man, but is it enough?
Rayo's not moving at all. 2 count there. I tell you what, I thought Titan would have had the pinfall at that moment, Steven. I really looked at the power that he had.
Well, Titan had a lot of things going his way right there. The only thing he possibly did wrong, slow to go for the cover there. But you know, he is a little bit winded here. Christian Rayo has used that speed very effectively. And when you're running after a guy that fast and you're that big, and you're not as conditioned, you are going to run out of steam. And Rayo right now, he's being afforded a great opportunity.
Yeah, Rayo finally building some momentum up as he tries to whip Titan over into the other corner, but to no avail.
Well, Titan's saying no, sir, as he sends him back into the corner.
Yeah, Rayo keeps trying to use that power game, and he gets burnt every single time. Oh, what an open-handed palm slap straight to the pectoral muscle.
Well, with respect to the champion, I don't think it's so much that he's going for the power game. It's that he has these drills locked in his head. As a wrestler, as in any other sport, you're doing drills all the time, and this is usually sound strategy. And he's usually in there with guys his own size. But again, Titan, that weight, huge X factor. So you got to break away from the drills. Usually that does you favors. Today it's not.
No, not at all. As Titan gets another chop off. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Rayo has this set routine ingrained, but Titan going for another clothesline misses. Rayo with the speed, gets a kick. Oh.
Titan with a reversal though, twists him, turns him around.
Hits the Titan up.
And that could be it.
Let's get the official word though. Titan with a Titan up. Too much for Christian Rayo as Titan now qualifies for that Battle Zone match in January.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate ending for a man who has things going his way in every other regard. The Legends champion, though, still got a big spotlight on him, so watch out for what he does in the future. But there marches onward a man who could very well win that heavyweight championship.
Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibilities when you're dealing with a big man like Titan. We'll be back with more Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds.
What is greatness state? It is the 5th RWC television champion, G-Money in the house. Watch your mouth, and I'm wishing you and yours a very merry, mother-loving holiday season from everybody at Ring Wars Carolina. You know what it is.
Wow, we gonna show up. We can't show out.
RWC.
The following Battle Zone qualifying match is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first.
It's a long way to the finish line.
Possibly could be seeing Tiger with it again, becoming a 2-time RWC heavyweight champion if successful in the Battle Zone qualifying match and the Battle Zone match itself, Steven.
And you know, while there is a dark shadow hanging over this entire contest for everyone without knowing who they're going to go against, whoever Tiger's going up against, they've got one of the most serious-natured competitors we have ever seen in this sport, John.
Yeah, Tiger with a little bit of moves there, and you're right. When I think about somebody who is on his game and knows how to turn it on and off like a faucet, the first person that comes to my mind is Tiger. He knows how to have fun, but he knows once it's bell time, you change it.
This guy didn't get into this sport to not go to a pay window.
In a pay window, is he not without wrestling attire tonight?
And his opponent,
Looks good in it.
Oh, time to dance a little, Steve.
Oh, come on, Rip. John, I'll tell you what, this kid drives me crazy. He drives me absolutely batty. Yeah, he's talented. He is a talented kid, but good God almighty. Looking at this guy half the time, all I can ever think is he should have gone to Juilliard instead of wrestling school.
Well, he's working on his dance audition there for Juilliard right now.
Well, footwork aside, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Rip Can's a guy that could use an ounce of focus. He could really be somebody in the sport if he focused more.
Well, Rip Cannon has focused on occasion. I mean, he's a former RWC television champion. In fact, beating the man who's facing tonight, Tiger, at the anniversary show for that television title.
Well, we'll have to see how this pans out for him.
But I want to go back to something real quick, Steve. As Rip was coming around the ring, Nightstick Eddie Brown was just looming there in the shadows. What's that all about?
Well, Eddie Brown, he's entitled to the right to observe, I suppose. Dex Carter's allowing it to happen, so I assume a conversation has taken place or Dex just won't tell him no.
Both true possible points. Now, here's the other thing I think about, Steve. Was Tiger not prepared to wrestle this evening, or is he taking his opponent so light that he said, I don't need to change into my wrestling attire?
I mean, they could be stylized for wrestling. I'm not up close. I can't see the fabric. They do that. He's got style. You gonna tell him to not?
Shoes.
They could be slip resistant. Again, I'm not up close. He's got the money to pay for this stuff.
Oh yeah, Tiger does. I know that. I think about a teacher versus student mentality. There's so much that Tiger has taught Rip Cannon over the years at the RWC Academy. You see the side headlock now, and look at Rip getting his hair pulled by Tiger as Tiger tries to find a way to get some leverage and break loose.
And Tiger fighting for every inch in that exchange.
Yeah, it does circle it around and wrenches a side headlock of his own in on Rip Cannon.
And you know, this has to feel very familiar to both men. You said a mentor-mentee style relationship here. So they've done this in training. So what's this feel like right now? Part of it, I imagine it's a bit of a fond memory. But at the same time, they're not friends today.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much Rip Cannon paid attention to those drills and be able to exchange with Tiger. Tiger using his elbow and trying to go for a neck breaker, but Cannon was able to break free from that one. That was a very focused moment by Rip Cannon.
Can't take that away. This has to be a bit bittersweet for him. And you can tell, to your point, there's a difference in his focus today. You can actually see it. There's something he's out to prove. He doesn't want to go in there against one of his teachers and not show them that he's learned.
That's very true. And you know what? For Rip Cannon, what a feather in his cap it would be if he not only qualified for Battle Zone, but became, whoa, what a, what the world? Rip Cannon just saying stop. Okay,
Well,
we're now to the dance portion of the match.
Okay. I have no idea why we pumped the brakes for this. Can somebody break this down for me? How in the hell is, okay, I guess it's a dance-off. All right, fine.
All right, I give Rip an 8. Oh, Tiger, old business, though.
I thought Tiger was going to dance it off for him, but I think he was trying to sucker him. But Rip, to his credit, one step ahead right now.
Hey, Rip could be playing head games with Tiger at this point. Good leapfrog by Tiger, though.
Well, he's got his attention. Nice wind-up. Unfortunately, he doesn't connect. Back body drop.
Whoa, look at that. Cannon lands straight on his feet.
Hip toss attempted, but an arm drag by Rip Cannon. Not pretty, but he was able to drag him down. Tiger turns into the drop kick.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is the most aware or mindful, I would say, that I've ever seen Rip Cannon in a match. He knows so much is at stake here. How rare is it to get an opportunity to become the RWC heavyweight champion?
Well, he's lined up for the chance, but so is Tiger. Rip going for a dive, I believe, but Tiger there to meet him.
Yeah, Tiger with a big closed fist on the outside. As you see the look of aggression now on Tiger's face, his whole mood has changed.
Well, you know, the first thing I can think, seeing what happened right there, Tiger's a guy who's going to be more ready for Rip's speed than anyone. He knows better than everyone else how much of a strength that is to Rip. He's the guy that trained him. He's the guy that told him, this is where you're going to win out more than anybody else, your speed and your agility. But he's dominating him with his technical expertise, and that's what he knows he has over Rip in spades.
Yeah, and Tiger knows how to work a neck. He even went from the suplex right into the neck breaker, going to work on the top couple vertebrae of the neck to do some damage up there. And look, like a homing beacon, the forearm landed straight on that top of the spine.
Rip Cannon, you can see it on his face. Everything Tiger's trying to do, it's working. Sends him across the ring. And man, he went into that corner and he didn't explode out of it. He crumbled.
Yeah, and I think the way that Tiger threw Cannon in, Tiger made sure that Cannon's neck hit the turnbuckle.
Well, he's got him cinched up here. Nice cravat into a snapmare.
Tiger going for silence. You know this is going to be painful. Oh, swing and a miss!
Well, the fans got quiet, but Rip got ready, and Rip, he sent him into that corner. He scouted that. Very effective scouting, but Tiger, nice elbow to the side of the head.
Yeah, Tiger with a chop block now, taking out the legs of Rip Cannon. Probably the smartest thing he can do at this point. Going to work on that inside hamstring, drops the elbow. See, this is where Tiger really shines. He knows how to pick apart parts of the body.
You're right about that, and he's twisting that leg apart for all that he is worth. All of his mat wrestling experience on display. Rip trying to find a way out of this, but not so lucky at the moment. And Tiger, he's really, really highlighting his strategy to perfection. It's taking away that leg. No more speed, no more agility, no more jumping. What's that mean for a guy like Rip Cannon?
That takes a lot out of Cannon's arsenal if he loses his ankle. I mean, there's ligaments in there that can be damaged very easily, and I'm sure that Tiger knows that as he bends the foot in a way it's not really meant to turn.
Yeah, and he used those ring ropes to help him out there. You get that stopping point for the leg when you're pulling on it. That's a whole different kind of pressure.
Yeah, Tiger getting serious now. Spinning Cannon over again, but
well, he's got him pulled up there with a great ankle lock.
yeah, center of the ring.
And, you know, fans, looking at that, the first thing you think about is the ankle, but the way he has him lifted up there, there's still some pressure on the hamstring, but Rip Cannon turning him around, and he pushed him off with his foot.
Yeah, using his lower body strength out of desperation. Cannon with the clothesline, but still having trouble putting weight on that foot.
And Cannon, he's in a great position, but still in a bad position.
Yeah, limping around. Good suplex into a bridge. That could be all.
But look at his foot. Look at his foot. He wasn't able to utilize that bridge to full effect because that leg was hurting so much he couldn't plant it on the ground. He still had it lifted, John.
Yeah. And I don't know how much Cannon's going to be able to do because you just see him hobbling around.
Well, he's trying to fight for it. He's punching his own injured leg right now. And I know that's not sound strategy, really, from a logical perspective, but, man, that's how some guys beat their way through the pain.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to push through it. Tiger knows it, though, and, going straight back to work on that ankle, Steve.
Incredible roll through and right back to an ankle lock in the end.
Yeah, and has him close to the ring. Cannon does have some good reach, though, Steve.
Yeah, he has excellent reach. But again, instead of going for the ropes, he's going for the push-off. But again, dead center there, and Tiger's able to turn him around.
Yeah, and Cannon didn't get the weight on that leg he wanted to be able to get the push-off. Referee kind of in the way of Cannon being able to get to the ropes as Cannon.
Well, he's got to be there to check if he gives.
Yep, does finally break free. He's got to. Come on, Tiger.
Well, I mean, he's got 5 seconds, John. You can't fault him for utilizing the count. This is a chance at a heavyweight title.
Yeah, this is a chance to become a two-time champion. I can't blame Tiger. A little disappointed that we're starting to see this Tiger evolve in terms of behavior.
Why would you be disappointed in that? As you just said, that guy was the champion. He was the man here.
Oh, referee stopping Tiger from using a closed fist on Cannon.
I haven't seen a referee grab a closed fist in a long time. They usually admonish, but grabbing, that seems out of line. Cannon, the luckiest guy in the world. Tiger missed. Cannon planted him.
But grabs his ankle and rolls in the opposite direction of where he needs to be to make the pinfall attempt.
So did Tiger have something in that hand? What's going on there?
I don't know, but the hand is still bowled up a little bit, but Tiger able to break the pin count by grabbing the bottom rope there.
Smart move by Tiger. Didn't cost him a lot of energy to do that. He probably could have got the kick out, but you underestimate how much that takes out of you when somebody's fighting against you. That's a tight lock, especially when you got that hook snug like Cannon did.
Yeah, Cannon, though, bringing Tiger back up to the vertical bases. Cannon, oh, Mo!
And again, an incredible roll through, and what's it end in, John?
Yeah, and center of the ring this time. Cannon, there's no place for him to go. Can't get the push off.
And Tiger just holding on to it every step of the way, and that's almost worse because he's rolling with that ankle
look at the way Tiger
lock.
just pulled him back.
And again, dead center of the ring, John. What's that mean for Rip Cannon?
It means he's tapping out.
I can't blame him for that.
Here's your winner of the match,
Tiger victorious by submission. I am worried about potential long-term damage to Rip Cannon's ankle.
Yeah, John? You're right to be concerned about Rip. Tiger went after him with everything he had. He knew what he had to do to take away Rip's biggest advantage. And to say that he perfectly executed his strategy would be an understatement. I feel for Rip today, though. What an incredible effort by that guy.
Yeah. Tiger now, almost like he's on his, sportsmanship. Sorry, kid, it just wasn't your day. Try it again. We'll see what happens.
And Tiger climbing up high. And he's soaking in this moment, and can you blame him?
No, we'll be back with our main event, Mickey Fulp versus Alex Bryant for the AIWF Mid-Atlantic TV Championship.
Whew. It is I, the 2023 Candy Bowl winner, Adrenaline RJ Weaver, here to wish the RWC faithful a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season greetings, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is. I hope you guys are safe, enjoying the time with the family, and I hope to see all of you in the starting line of 2024, January 6th, for So You Want to Battle, where we will introduce the new concept, Battle Zone, to crown the new RWC World Heavyweight Champion. See you guys then.
Wow, we gonna show up. We came to show wow. RWC.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Television Championship.
Championship action for the main event of this week's episode of Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds.
And we are ready to jump right into this thing, John.
Oh, Steve.
I mean,
come on, not the bad jokes.
We might as well.
Oh, you're
On a roll, I know. Well, here's the challenger today, folks. Mickey Fulp.
afraid of pot with Mickey Fulp.
I mean, you know, it did take out one of the Metallica guys back in the day.
Yeah, but that's Cold Sparks.
Still, man.
No,
He's a valuable commodity. He's in the main event today.
this is true.
You gotta protect that guy.
Yeah, 2020 Candy Bowl winner, too. Unsuccessful in trying to capture the RWC Heavyweight Championship, but just winning a Candy Bowl is something to be accomplished about.
Well, John, we're waiting on the arrival of our champion now, as is Mickey Fulp in the ring, and there he is. Excuse me, not our champion. AIWF Mid-Atlantic's TV champion.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, we've been there a time or two. We know how competitive the action is down there.
Still, we take some pride in Alex Bryant.
Of course. I mean, this man went to what you may call enemy territory, just a friendly difference.
He's spending a lot of time there now, though. You might call it his home. I'm not sure if we're still his home base.
I still think we are. I really do.
Nevertheless, though, he cut his teeth here, spent a lot of his formative time here. He became a champion here first, and he's got a lot of momentum on his side. And Mickey Fulp, he may be looking to stop that, but he's got a tall task ahead of him.
Yes, he does.
Introducing the challenger from King, North Carolina, weighing in at 185 pounds, Mickey Fulp. And the champion from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, weighing in at 175 pounds, is your RWC, also your AIWF Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, the Impact Player, Alex Bryant.
Okay, Steve, serious question. Is giving up 10 pounds enough to throw you off your game?
You know, I gotta say no, not in this contest. Not with the acumen available to the competitors involved. Really, at this point, 10 pounds, that's a flip a coin situation still, because you gotta take into account conditioning, experience, knowledge, technical ability, speed, agility. 10 pounds, these guys, they're at the top, and they're there for a reason. So again, 10 pounds, that's negligible when you take everything else into account. I'm not sure what the X factor that would be meaningful is.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that develops. The fire of Alex Bryant going on all cylinders here.
You can see it in his feet. He's ready for it.
I mean, Alex Bryant knows how precious it is, to hold championship gold.
I mean, he is the champion. But Mickey Fulp, he's no slouch either. He's been a champion a couple of times, and this title, it's kind of a unique hat trick for him, if you will.
Yeah, he's the first ever AIWF Mid-Atlantic Triple Crown winner. Could become the Grand Slam champion today. But Alex Bryant with a good takedown as Fulp reaches over to the ropes.
Well, hopeful though Mickey Fulp may be, Alex Bryant not looking to let him accomplish his goal on his watch, not during his title reign. No, sir.
No, not at all. Also, getting it in there for Mickey Fulp, former AIWF World Cruiserweight Champion. No small feat, Steve, get one of those AIWF World titles.
No, sir. We'd like to have more of the world champs here, and we're proud of what the Rustlers have done for the record.
Yeah, current AIWF World Tag Team Champions. Both men measuring each other up, but Alex going straight back to work on Fulp's leg.
Well, Fulp very wisely maneuvering his way over to the corner quickly, I might add. Knows better than to get caught by Bryant early.
Yeah, because Bryant has some interesting leverage skills when he gets down on the ground with his opponents.
Yeah, and you know the saying, we're all the same. Sometimes we're playing fast and loose with that on the mat, because sometimes you get a guy like Alex Bryant down there who's a little bit better than a lot of people on the mat, and when you're that good, you got to think that theoretical, metaphorical size, it's in one person's favor, and it's usually Alex.
Yeah. Going for a test of strength there, but a kick to the gut there allows Fulp to get the side headlock and in control, dropping to one knee as he wrenches the, closed fist as referee Trevor admonishes Fulp. And Bryant trying to find a way to break free, unsuccessful though.
No, Fulp, great leverage advantage there, able to just toss him on down to the mat there.
And head scissors by Bryant there.
Good counter. He made it look easy.
Yeah, but Fulp pushes out and goes right back to where he was at before.
Underestimated explosive power in terms of Fulp's agility there. Not an easy feat to kip up out of a head scissors by a guy like Bryant. You can look at his legs and you can tell by his conditioning, those things are strong.
Yes, they are. Good shoulder block there by Mickey Fulp to take down the champion.
Well, Fulp asking the fans how you like that. Kicking a little dirt on Bryant. Not a good idea to fire that guy up if you don't have him down for the count.
No, not at all. Look at the speed of Alex Bryant.
Nice corkscrew into a tackle of sorts flying through the air at Fulp. Arm drag to boot, follows it up. Another arm drag. Excellent arm bar by Bryant.
Yeah, the leverage of the bottom right hand across the shoulder there, twerking the arm.
Using both of his arms really to hold him in place here. Making that arm work against itself, against its best interest. Using the pivot points, those mechanics of the body that you're supposed to use to move in one direction or another. Pushing it in that other direction there, man. That's bad news when you got him in a hold like that. If Bryant was a meaner guy, he could legit snap him in that position.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate. Good body slam by the champion now.
And don't think he doesn't know how to do it.
Oh, not a doubt in my mind, Steve. That's why I love this kid. He's so honorable when it comes to his wrestling, unlike some people we know.
Well, Bryant measures him, but he measured him for too long, and Fulp caught him out of the corner of his eye. Bryant, he sailed right into that, John.
Yeah, he did. Fulp with a
running senton, bud.
2. I don't think Fulp got the full force of his body when he came down on that senton straight on the chest of Bryant, which allowed Bryant to kick out in that situation.
Well, that fist looked like it was effective. Found its mark for sure.
Another elbow there by Mickey Fulp, ringing the bell of Alex Bryant. And the Impact player in trouble now as he gets the life choked out of him by Mickey Fulp.
Fulp really laying into him there. And you see him signaling right there, that belt's coming home with me.
A little bit of a premature celebration in my mind, Steve.
I mean, easier said than done, but again, Mickey Fulp, he's a multiple-time champion, and he's a former world junior champion, as you said. No easy task.
No, not at all. And going straight to the mid-back region of the shoulders, pushing his knee into Bryant's area, pulling back on those shoulders.
And you got to think, given his championship history, it's hard for Mickey Fulp to not feel confident going into a championship situation. He's so familiar with hearing the words, the new champion.
Or still your current champion. Good ring awareness by Alex Bryant to get his foot over the rope to break free, but Fulp with some good elbows to the sternum there.
What do you think it would do to a guy like Alex Bryant psychologically? As good as things have been going, pinfall attempt, no avail. As good as things have been going for him, if he were laying flat at the end of his thing, staring at the lights, and he hears the words, and again, we've heard him a lot of times, the new champion, Mickey Fulp.
I tell you what, Alex would be disappointed, especially with the year he has had, winning the Top Gun tournament, winning championship gold. Alex Bryant, his stock continues to rise, so it would be, I could see Bryant being absolutely crestfallen if he loses the championship here tonight. Submission maneuver applied by the challenger now.
Fulp, unfortunately for him, focusing a lot on the fans here, their words getting the better of him, and it did allow him perhaps to lose focus as he was staring out at them, and you saw Bryant, he almost powered out of things, but Fulp saw it happening, let go, and was right back on top of him.
Let go, he raked the man's eyes, Steve.
I mean, he did let go to rake his eyes. He was right on top of him. To my point.
Will you stop with that nonsense? Fulp in control now as Bryant's whipped over into the off the ropes, and Bryant, holy moly, catches Fulp. That could be all.
Well, an excellent springboard crossbody by the Impact player. But the TV champion getting caught with a knee to the gut there. And Fulp, again, excellent use of a side headlock and that fist in between the eyes of Bryant. That just brings it back home for him.
Yeah, those sharp elbows straight on the face of Alex Bryant, doing Bryant no favors.
And you know, that's a lot of repetitive blows to the center of Alex Bryant's head. You got to think possibly a knockout blow. That might be a potential plan for Fulp.
Yeah.
And again, an axe handle to the head there. I'm just saying, he's very much centered in on that skull.
Yeah, Fulp knows how to make his opponents dazed and confused. And those blows to the head are one way to do that.
Well, Fulp feeling himself right now. I can't blame him. His offense has worked. However, while my man's vibing out there, he really needs to focus in on that pin, because right now he's walking around the ring. And a second ago he had Bryant down, and Bryant right now trying to mount offense from a kneeling position. Those elbows to the gut. He got some separation but ran into a back elbow.
Yeah, Fulp just knows those pinpoints to hit.
Bryant with a firm kick out before the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Fulp regrouping.
He's not a big fan of the kick out.
No, he's not.
He's not a big fan of the fans either. They are pulling a lot of his attention.
Yeah, almost distracting in a way sometimes, Steve.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, because as far as I'm concerned, you add the fans and $1 together, all you got at the end of the day is $1, because I think they're worthless. But today,
we put a sock in it, man.
I'm going to finish my statement, thank you very much. Today, for Alex Bryant, for a change, paying some dividends as you see him turn things around here, and he's unloading on Mickey Fulp.
And Bryant getting back into this one now. Good splash to the challenger. And the champion coming in, but no one there.
Nice corkscrew running forearm by Bryant, but it didn't seem to have much effect. Mickey Fulp right behind him, lifts him up there.
Goes for the pin. Oh, look at the way that Fulp pulled the arm in so Bryant couldn't grab the bottom rope. That is some veteran experience on display, Steve.
Well, it's a good move by Fulp. Unfortunately, it didn't pay the dividend he wants.
No, not at all. That knife edge chop straight across the pectoral region of Alex Bryant. Bryant, though, reversing. Can he get the momentum in his favor? No, telegraphed that one a little too much.
And Fulp coming off the ropes now. He's there to catch Bryant, but Bryant gets that big-time spine buster off.
But Bryant in trouble, exerting a lot of force to get the spine buster off. And I tell you what, Alex Bryant sucking a little bit of wind there, but the power that he threw the Fulp down with may have leveled the playing field just a little bit, Steven.
Well, Mickey Fulp doing what he has to do in this thing. And for all the tactics he used, those punches to the head, the cheap shots he's tried to employ, wrestling might be his best friend. But unfortunately for him, not quick enough on the follow-up. And right now, Alex Bryant with an answer for everything he tries. And Bryant flying through the air. He nailed him flush on that one.
Yeah, Bryant ready to fire up here. Going top, maybe.
Well, right now, taking a lot of time.
Yeah, but how much has Bryant been beat up on in Fulp during this match? And that's why Bryant may be moving a little slow.
Well, he looked crisp to me, and that crossbody was on point. Took the right amount of time, I suppose. That could knock the wind out of Fulp.
Very close there. Almost an eyelash away from retaining the championship. As Fulp found a way to kick out, Alex Bryant now has to go back and try one more time.
And Bryant, he's signaling right now. He's playing his entrance music in his head, his championship music, his celebration music, and Mickey Fulp, he might get caught.
Yeah, Bryant getting ready to set up for seal the deal. Fulp, limp body. Wait a minute. What in the world? Oh, come on.
Well, John, we have gone to sleep on something we probably should have reminded the fans on earlier. Alex Bryant, the last time we saw him, it was a championship contest with Jim.
Yeah, wait a minute. Fulp with a schoolboy and a handful of trunks. No! Oh, come on.
Well, Jonathan, Darwin, Mickey Fulp just pulled off the big victory. And what?
AIWF Television Champion, Mickey Fulp.
And with that, Fulp becomes a Grand Slam champion. Jim has played his part today.
The only thing Jim has done is put gasoline on a fire. Because if you don't think this is going to get under the skin of Alex Bryant,
Well, last time we were at the end of the program with Jim and Alex Bryant. Jim was the one that was disappointing. Quite frankly, he was robbed that day. No information made available to him when that time was taken down. Alex Bryant saved by a time limit draw, but today, time limit draw didn't save him. Being a great wrestler didn't save him. Today, he fell prey to distraction. His own hubris, and Mickey Fulp capitalized. And Jim, you gotta think he's feeling proud of himself.
Yeah, Jim really getting in the head of now former AIWF Mid-Atlantic TV champion Alex Bryant. Join us next week when we have more qualifying matches for Battle Zone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.